It's the
US
largest
accused
deployment of
maduros.
US forces in the Caribbean in decades. Combat ships, fighter jets and drones. The main objective, it says, is going after drug traffickers that the US claims are also part of a cartel led by Venezuela's President Nicolás Maduro.
Stop sending drugs into the United States. We knocked off actually 3 boats, not 2, but
The US and its allies say the organization is known as the Cartel of the Suns because of the insignia of Venezuelan generals in the armed forces.
Caracas and I guess.
But analysts doubt a cartel as such actually exists.
And it kind of stuck around as a label for that kind of activity. And of course, there's plenty of evidence over the past 20 odd years that there's been a lot of involvement of the military, of individual military, and presumably conspiracies within the military in all kinds of contraband, not just drugs. But there's no cartel. It's a complete misnomer to suggest that there's some kind of hierarchical organization with a boss who's Maduro.
The US has offered a $50 million reward for information that leads to the arrest or conviction of Maduro, and has now modified the rules of engagement with drug traffickers, whom the administration has branded as narco-terrorists.
Or narco group is defined as a terrorist group. That becomes a little bit complicated. Eliminating, killing, assassinating people without the due process to defend themselves. So the war allows that. When you're doing in a law enforcement environment.
Venezuela's President Nicolás Maduro says the US actions are an act of aggression and is staging a military drill amid rising US tensions. Questions remain about what the end game of the Trump administration really is.
But are they trying to overthrow the government of Maduro? Certainly that seems to be what Secretary of State Rubio and the people who think like him. What is the victory moment? What's the point at which they can say, well, okay, we achieved what we came to do and we're going away?
For now, it seems, the main US objective is to exert maximum pressure on what it considers a hostile government.